Good afternoon, family. And the reason I'm calling you family is because family is not always blood. It's those that care about you, that carries you in their hearts. So, once again, good evening, family. This is your girl, Roxy, and I just wanted to come before you just to do a quick video. And it's just words of encouragement. Um, I had someone to two things happen. I saw something on Facebook, and also I had someone to come in my office at work, or come in the office at work, and I sit up front, and so I'm been in contact with a whole lot of people. So there was a young lady that came in there, and she was just talking and carrying on, about information about moving there. And then it was about her father. But anyway, she just started talking to me, and she was like talking about the coronavirus. And I'm a woman of faith. I'm not a foolish woman. I'm just a woman of faith. And I just know. I know I'm shielded and I am protected. I don't live in fear. So the young lady told me that I needed to have a mask on. Well, I'm a plus size woman, and I am not about to sit in a place with a mask over my face or my mouth or my nose. I have to breathe. My brain needs oxygen, and the little oxygen that I'm breathing in that mask is not enough for my brain. So she told me that she were afraid. She said, well, I got fear in me and I'm afraid. So I said, well, I don't believe in the fear. And I wanted to go deep in it with her, but I just didn't really have time because you can't make no one do anything. Because you are afraid, that does not mean the next person is afraid. So you come in my office bringing fear into my workplace. So I was through talking to her. I ended that conversation with her because don't bring that energy, the fear energy, into my workplace, because I had to send that same fear energy back out the door. Now, I saw something on Facebook where they was talking about the vaccine. And people are like so excited to get this vaccine shot. And I'm going to talk to you just like the streets talk to you. Don't be a damn fool. You don't know what they putting in this damn stuff. And you're going to allow them to inject you with something that's supposed to, I guess, stop the virus from you getting the virus or something. You think about the Tuskegee experiment. What did they do to those black men? You got to start thinking and using your damn brains and stop just grab hold to anything that they bring out for us to take. If you walking in fear, by all means, and you go get that shot. If you're gonna walk in fear, you don't even know the side effects of it. Hell, you may get the shot and come out blind, heart failure, kidney failure. It might eat your skin up from inside out. Who knows what it's gonna do? Don't be a fool. I know they showed it on the news where they were three nurses or whatever got the vaccine. You don't know what they was putting in there. You don't know. Hell, I can tell you I'm getting the vaccine now. All you know, I'm injecting myself with something, but you don't know what I'm injecting myself into. But I want to let you know, do not walk in fear. Because if you walk in fear, it's going to take you out of here. It's going to destroy you. How can you walk with God and live in fear? You can't do both. You cannot do both. You either going to believe and trust God that you are shielded and protected, because no weapon that form against you shall prosper. Anything that's coming against you, it will not prosper. So why are you walking in fear? You don't have to walk in fear. I don't walk in fear. I don't live in fear. Now, when you walk in love, no fear. No fear when you walk in love. You're not afraid of nothing. And it's because of who you are and who lives within you. So anytime you bring that fear energy to you, it's going to attack you. And it's going to destroy you. That's what's going to happen. Then you ride him with the corona. Now you in the hospital because they said you got the corona. Now you on a ventilator. Now you can't even, family cannot even come and see you. You ever thought about that? They can't even come and see you. I can see you letting somebody in there, but they can't even come and see you. And then next thing you know, your loved one have passed away. Now I understand if you can't breathe and you got heart problems, or you got pneumonia or bronchitis, something so severe that you just cannot take it. And I see you going. But because you got a little cough or a little fever, please don't run to the hospital. Please don't. Learn to heal yourself. Learn to take care of yourself. That's what you have to do. God has given us the power to heal ourselves. This is what God has given us. I saw some friends that I love dearly say they can't even wait to get the vaccine. And I started to say something. I started to put a comment out there on Facebook. But I said, Robin, that's not your battle. Because, yes, I love you true enough. But you got to have some wisdom for yourself. You have to have some wisdom for yourself. There is nowhere in hell I'm finna go and let somebody inject something in me and I don't know what you put. I don't even get flu shots. I do not. I learned to depend on God, pray for myself, speak healing over my own body. That's what I do. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm just telling you what Robin does. This is what I do. I'm going to share a testimony with you. I have several testimonies that I can give you on God healing me. And I might have said this before, where I had a lump in my breast, a big lump in my breast. And my doctor asked me how long was the lump there. And I told her the lump been there for some years. I just said it was fat tissue. I did not entertain it. I did not allow it to scare me. I did not allow it to put fear in me. I just said it was fat. Some fat tissue. That's what I always used to say. It's just fat tissue. Well, she wanted me to go get it checked. I went and got it checked. But in the process of me going and getting it checked, I was moving from Birmingham. So they sent my records to Montgomery. And I had to go to Montgomery so they can check me too. And I went, and the lump was still there. That's a big lump, still there, like the size of a plum, nice juicy plum. It was still there. And I didn't think nothing of it because I don't want, you go through all of this here and then it started putting fear in you. And I still say it was fat tissue. That's what I say it was. I don't have to claim stuff. I just say fat tissue. And I know I probably sound crazy to you. I may sound crazy, but it works for me. So I went in and they did check it and everything like that. So one day I got up, getting ready for work. And I got in the shower, but when I got out the shower, God put in my spirit to lay hands on myself. And I laid hands on that spot, that lump. And I just started praying. Just started praying and praying and praying. And I was through. I was just being obedient to God. And I was finished. Now, this is a testimony for somebody. And I was through praying. I'm getting myself ready for work. So, on my way to work, my phone rang, cell phone rang, and it was the hospital. And they told me to get back to the hospital now. Now, when they did that, fear tried to creep in on me. Fear was trying to creep in. But I said, not so. Because God would not have put it in my spirit to lay hands on myself. But I was obedient, and I called my job. I said, I'm going to be late. The hospital want me to come in. I goes to the hospital. They wanted to do an ultrasound this time. And ladies, y'all know they take the breast and put it up on the thing and just press it down. Okay. So they did an ultrasound this time. And they had me laying my back on the table, breast hanging this way, breast hanging that way. Then I had to lay on my stomach, the breast hanging off the table. You know what I mean? They just did everything. So, excuse me. So in the process of them doing the exam, oh, all praises be unto God. The nurse said, there's nothing here. She said, there's nothing here. Look at God. Look at God. This is my testimony for somebody. You don't have to live in fear. You do not have to live in fear. And y'all know I'm a crazy. I'm just crazy. I talk some stuff. I do some stuff. That's just who I am. But you do not have to live in fear. You do not. When God is for you and God is with you, don't live in fear. Don't let nobody tell you you got this or you got that or you got to take this and you ain't got to do nothing but believe. Not only believe, you got to know. You got to know without a shout of a doubt. You got to know that you are healed. You got to know that no weapon forms against you. You got to know that God is with you. If nobody else is with you, know that God is with you. Never leave you nor forsake you. Yes, God is with you. God lives within. Okay, that's one testimony. Now I'm going to go back some years. I got to go way back. I got to go back 30 years with you guys. 30 years. I had my last child, my son. And I had him in California. I was living in California. And after I had him, you know, ladies, when you have your baby, how you be on your, you just bleeding. Well, I had my baby in November. And I bled for November, December, January, February. I think it was 4 months. I think it was March. But anyway. And not only was I bleeding, but I was rotten. My sister said, girl, change the baby. That baby stinks. And I told her, it's not the baby. It's me. And I went to the doctor. They couldn't help me. They could not. So I had a setback. And that's just like you in labor all over again. So it was like I was just having contractions. I went to the emergency. I do not like male doctors. They care less, period. I'm laying on the table just a mess. Gushing a mess. And a nurse, she said, this is not a cycle. She told the doctor, this is not a cycle. And, they examined me, and he said he see a lot of clocks and stuff. And, and he wanted to do is it a DNC? I think. I'm not sure what you call it. Where you go in and you scrape your walls of your wound and stuff. That just grossed me out. Just him telling me that. And to myself, I'm like, I'm not finna come and let y'all scrape my wall, because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, you're gonna put, I don't know nothing, but not so. But anyway, I get home and I was just led to pray. I was just led to pray. And I started to pray because I was sick. When I tell you, I was so sick, I'm teary-eyed because God has been with me. God has shielded and protected me. But I just believe and trust God. I didn't give up on hope. I knew something wasn't right with me, but I didn't give up on hope. And I wasn't afraid. I was not afraid, but I knew it was not normal for me to keep bleeding after I had a baby in November. So I just started praying. I just truly started to pray. Truly started to pray. And once I got through praying, I went on my little merry way. I was at home. I went on my little merry way. And I had to go to the bathroom to pee. And I hope this is not too much for y'all. But I had to go to the bathroom and pee. And when I went to the bathroom and pee, something came out of me. Something came out of my vagina. And it was about this big. Can y'all see? This big. Like some people do. It was about that big. And it had veins and all that type of stuff in it. So I got it at the toilet. And I called a friend of mine to come over and take me to the ER because I ain't had no car back then. And so he took me back to the ER and I gave it to them. And you know what they told me it was? Afterbirth. It was afterbirth in my body, poisoning my body. You do not live 3 days after birth be left in you. There are women who gave birth when they left after birth in them before they left the hospital, they was dead. Or once they got home, they was dead. And this afterbirth stayed in me from November to like February. And that's when it came out of me. This happened in 1990. I had to go way back. This happened in 1990 when I had my baby. So I believe, and God has been shielding and protecting me. Shielding and protecting me from all hurt and harm. Yeah, I might have went through a little. I did bleed and I was smelling like a dead dog. I went through all that. I was rotting on the inside. I was dying on the inside. I was dying. Oh, but God said, not so. I shall live. I shall be healed. I shall be recovered. And that what happened. That exactly what happened. And they said it was afterbirth. I could have sued the hospital. I could have, but I didn't. I thank God for my life. Because I got a purpose to do for God. There's a purpose what God want me to do. That's why I'm here. That's why you here. That's why you go through so much and the enemy trying to take you out. Want you to take a vaccine. Don't you take no vaccine. You have to know God is with you. You have to know it. If it was going to attack you, it would have got you. It would have affected you. It would have gotten you. You continue to walk in love, walk in grace, walk in the faithfulness of God, walk in the pureness of God. That's what you do. And everything will be all right. God has a purpose for you. You ain't going nowhere. Don't be afraid. And I ask you, please. Now you do what you want to do. But I ask you, please. Don't take it. Stop walking in fear. You say you're a child of God and you believe in God and you say you're a Christian or whatever your faith may be. I don't care you're a Buddhist, Christian. I don't care what you are. Whatever you are, if it works for you, Fine with me. I don't care. All I'm asking you to do is to know that God is with you. You got to know this. Knowing is more powerful than anything. You know this. You don't just believe it. You know it. Knowing that you are healed. Knowing that you walk in victory. You have to know this. So I ask that you all don't be so much in a rush to go take this. They got it at Walgreens. I went to Walgreens. Well, they're going to have it at Walgreens because I went to Walgreens today and Walgreens said, as of right now, they don't have the vaccine right now. But they're going to have it. And there's going to be a bunch of folks running in there to get these shots. But, and you're going to sign something before you get that shot. And I bet you any type of money, you're not going to read everything that's going to be on that document. You're not going to read it because I bet you any type of money, they will not be responsible if something happened to you. They will not be responsible because you're signing your life over to them. So you want to go and take it? You go. Warning comes before destruction. Warning comes before destruction. Yeah, we wear a mask to go in the store. That, some people let you in without it. Some people, hey, you got to have it, whatever. Okay, put the mask on. I ain't going to be in the store for hours. I put it on, I go in. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Because every time I put it on, I feel a form of control. And I don't like to be controlled. That's what I feel. But in order for me to go in the store and get me some food, I got to put it on. And I put it on. And it's okay. But y'all need to look at that. It's a form of control. One world order, but we ain't going to go there. That's all it is. They trying to get this one world order thing together. And they doing it. But they won't succeed. But that's a whole nother subject. Excuse me. But anyway, I just wanted to come before you all and to just say, fear has no room in your life. Fear has no room in your life. You do not live in fear. You live in love. You walk in love. You walk in peace and harmony. This is what you do. You started talking about it. You're so afraid. Now you operate in that fear energy. That's what you operating in. And you're putting it out there. And guess what? It's got to come back to you because you put it out there. Be careful of the words proceed out your mouth. So a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're going to think, hey, I'm going to get it, we going to die and all this and that, ain't no we in it because I'm not part of the we. I'm not. There's a purpose for me that I have to do for God, and I'm going to do that. Now, when God get through with me, what he's calling for me to do, and if he ready for me to go home or wherever he want to take me, if I'm going to dwell up there with the stars or wherever my spirit dwells, honey, it's okay. It's okay. But I ain't going out with no corona or Rona or COVID, whatever you want to call it. That's a lie. That is a lie. That's not going to happen. That will not happen. I'll say it again. It will not happen. It will not. So once again, please don't walk in fear. You pray, but you're walking in fear. That don't add up. I believe in God, but you're walking in fear. That don't add up. Where's your faith? Where is your faith? It's your words proceed at your mouth. It heals you. Speak healing over your body. Speak healing over your body. But that's all I wanted to say to you all is think twice before you get this shot. Please think twice, because I hate to see something happen to you. If it don't happen to you now, who knows what's going to happen to you down the line. They giving y'all a vaccine, like it did. How in the hell y'all can get somebody a vaccine for corona, but you ain't got nothing for AIDS? Wait, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Let me rewind this. How in the hell y'all made, I'm sorry, I got to say this because I'm feeling some type of way right now. So how in the hell you made a vaccine for the corona, but you ain't got nothing for cancer? Come on, people. Think. You ain't get. Oh, my people. Perish for lack of knowledge. Yes. God people perish for lack of knowledge. Oh, you found a cure, a vaccine for this? That been out here, a year? So they say a year. Well, it affected us for a year. If it been out here in the world, who knows? But it affected us for a year. And cancer been out here for how long? And come on, people. Wise up, people. Come on, wise up. Church folks, wise up. Come on. Use some knowledge. Stop being so spiritual that you just dumb. Please. Stop being so damn spiritual that you are so damn dumb. This is the only way I can talk to you right now. If I offended you, steps on some toes. Use some common sense. Please. Now, if you want to go and pray and ask God, should you take it? Do it. Then if God told you, yeah, go ahead and take it. It was nice knowing you. It was nice being part of your life. It was nice. But anyway, if you got fear, keep your fear to yourself. Don't bring that fear, negative energy around other people. We don't need that. Leave that negative energy where it's at. That's what you do. Leave it there. I love you all. But it was in my spirit and I just had to come. I had to come and give it to you. I had to. So once again, you all be blessed. And I love you. Fear does not live in you. Fear does not live around you. Fear does not live in your home. Fear has no part of you. Has no part of you unless you want to adopt it. Now, you started talking about it, now you're about to adopt it. And when you adopt it, now it dwells within you. But there are no fear that's in you. None. Be blessed. And I love you all. Ooh, I wish I could be with you. Just give you some sugar. I love you. When I say I love you, I love you. I do. And I thank God for you all. Be blessed.